Booger check. Water. Normal. Let's start with that. Hey! Welcome to my channel, welcome back to my channel. My name is Emily Madden, and this is my January book wrap-up. In case you guys didn't know this about me, I love books. I absolutely adore books. As you can see, I decided that since I've been reading a lot lately, I was going to do like monthly wrap-ups of all the books that I've read that month. I read nine books. And I'm just gonna go through them, give you guys some quick little reviews, tell you what I thought of them. That's what I'm gonna do. I guess we should start probably with the first one. The first book I read in January was The Curses. Yep. First thing I have to say about this book is that the cover is so pretty. It is the second book in the Graces series. I absolutely loved the Graces when I read it like 2 summers ago. I've been waiting for this for like 2 years. And it's by Lore Eve. The first Graces book was absolute magic. Graces is about this family who are witches and everybody worships them basically. And a new girl moves to town. She kind of dubs herself River and infiltrates their life because she wants to know more about magic, and crazy shit goes down and happens along the way, but that's the Graces. The second one picks off immediately where we left in Graces immediately, 2 months, and it was really good. I'd give it like a 7 out of 10. I don't know how to word this. It was really good. The way that she took the plot in this book was not how I expected it to go. This one is really about like family and friendship and overcoming issues that you've had with people in the past, to say the least. You know, it was really good. It was really good. It's from a different perspective, which I really enjoyed. I liked it a lot, and if you haven't read The Graces, I really suggest you go pick it up, because especially the first one, I loved the first one more than this one. I will say that. You gotta read it. You just gotta read it. You gotta read it. The second book I read in January was The Iron Flower, which is the second novel in the Black Witch Chronicles, and can I just say, the sequel did not disappoint. The Black Witch in itself was so great. It's so relevant to today. It's about kind of another world. This race called the Gardnerians, I think I'm saying that right, kind of rules above other races, elves and fairies and fae and stuff like that. It's from the perspective of the granddaughter of the Black Witch, who basically saved her race. Like, she's known as a messiah, like she's worshipped basically throughout her religion and her race. Finds out that basically everything that she believed is untrue. Her race is extremely racist towards other races. Everything she thought changes in that first novel. Her character development is just so fantastic. And it's her just coming to terms with that her life and her people are not what she thought. I loved it. And the second book, this was even better. A 10 out of 10. Plot twists that I really enjoyed that I didn't see coming. The style of writing, the ending leaves so much to uncover, and I'm so excited to see where the rest of this series goes. I don't know if it's a trilogy or if it will escalate, but I'm gonna be so happy either way. This series so far has been absolutely amazing. I've enjoyed every single second of it. And it is a must read, I have to say, especially in today's society with how much is going on. Social climate of today, these books are just so relevant. A lot like Children of Blood and Bone, if you haven't read that either. I didn't read that this month, I read that last year, but both of those are a must read if you want to just kind of take today's political climate and put it into a fantasy world. It's so good. I'm not ready for this one, I'm not ready for this one. Okay, deep breaths. Third book I read in January, not February, was The Wicked King by Holly Black. Let's just take a moment. I need to make sure that you take this in its entirety, because this book destroyed me. I'm looking you in the eyes. The Cruel Prince is the first book by Holly Black in this series, the Folk of the Air series. I've read every other book by Holly Black. She is amazing. She is a terrific writer. She's so dark and twisty. The Cruel Prince is about a human named Jude living in a world hidden within our own called fairy, with everything that you would expect to come with a fairy world, like fairies themselves, trolls, like there's so many different chords, there's like so much to get into, but she struggles with the immortal like beauty and terribleness of the fairies that she lives with in every day and experiences every day. Her main conflict is with the prince of fairy named Cardan, and can't tell you how the first book ends, but the Wicked King picks off almost immediately and like delves into this amazingly crafted plot line of Jude and Cardan kind of navigating his new kingship and her like and him being under her thumb the whole time. And just, first of all, it's a girl power book. Amazing. Jude is an amazing character and she's badass. And Cardan is lovely the thing that got me about this book is that it is fantastic. Last 10 pages. And this is what a great writer, this is how you know you're a great writer, when you can do this. You can take someone from absolute euphoria to destroying their whole lives. In the last 10 pages, crazy shit goes down. I was left on the floor, reeling, crying, screaming. I was so angry. It's been a long time since I felt this passionate about characters and their plot line and where they're going and read it. If you have not read it, read it. Like 11 out of 10. It probably was my favorite read of January. 11 out of 10. Okay. The fourth book that I read in January was To Kill a Kingdom by Alexandra Christo. It was recommended to me by a friend, Kato. It was really good. I'd give it, Kato is gonna yell at me for this, I'll give it like a 6 or 7 out of 10. A single novel about kind of a twist on The Little Mermaid, but The Little Mermaid is a stealing siren, and she goes after a prince who hunts sirens. It was really good. It was. Enjoyed it. I got the ending that I wanted. Everything kind of came together perfectly. I kind of wish it had dove deeper into Lyra's her conflict with her mother and all of that, the backstory of her mother's relationship, and I kind of wish it went a little bit deeper into Elion and the prince and Lyra's their relationship. It felt like they were meant to be together from the start, and there weren't that many snags along the way, I feel like, which I enjoy a relationship with, like, that's tumultuous and rough, but they end up like being together in the end, which this is like that. I just kind of wanted a little more conflict. Does that make sense? But overall, a really good read. I would recommend. The fifth book I read in January was These Rebel Waves by Sarah Rosh. And I'm gonna be honest with you, it took me a minute to get into it. It's very political. It's 3 point of views. A soldier on the island of Grace Larray, Deborah, who is a pirate, and Bennett is the crown prince of this heretic religion that's trying to take over the island. And they all intertwine eventually, and it took me I think I was about like a quarter of the way through before I got really invested, which is a long time for me, I think. But once I was invested, I was all in. Once you get past the background information that you need to know, it gets very fast-paced, very interesting, and you learn to navigate all of the political stuff fairly easily. And it's just so good. It was really good. It was really good. I'd give it an 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10. It was a really good read. Enjoyed. The ending left me on the floor. Like I really need the next book. Like I'm dying for it. Yes. God, no, I'm not ready. Okay. So the actual first book that I read out of this series that I finished this month was, let me take a minute, A Darker Shade of Magic. And I know I'm late on this fandom train, but Victoria Schwab, I followed her on Twitter and Instagram for a while, and I really wanted to pick up some more books, so I finally did. And I only have 2 of them right now because my mom is reading the first one because I forced her, because they are that good. Like 12 out of 10. Resume your schedule programming. My card ran out of storage. The Shades of Magic series, I believe that is the title. The first book is A Darker Shade of Magic. It takes place in 4 Londons. It's about like parallel universes basically. All of them are different. All of the surrounding countries and things are different. In the exact same place, there is a city named London, and they are relatively similar. There is Black London, which was overcome with magic and fell, and was sealed off from all the other worlds. There's White London, White London, whose magic is basically rotting and like destroying all the people there. There's Grey London with no magic, which is here. And then there's Red London, which our main character Kel is from. He is an Antari, which means he has like control over all of the elements and can travel between these worlds. He takes correspondence from his kingdom to the other Londons. The main plot of the first book is that he gets tricked into bringing a very dark piece of magic from Black London into his hometown, London, into his Red London. It causes a lot of chaos. There's an amazing female lead named Delilah Bard, who I'm in love with, and this series, I finished it within a month, all these 3 books. I finished this actually last night, so technically I didn't finish it in January, but all 3 of them were so good. I was laughing with them, I was crying with them, I was dying with them. Every single emotion was palpable and tangible, and I was lost in these characters. Like, I will rave about this for years. This quickly climbed into like, if not my top 10, then my top 5. I genuinely have no words because it was just, Victoria is an absolute artist. There's diversity, books. If you haven't read them, you need to pick them up immediately. I love them, and I will be recovering from this for years. I'm obsessed. I love it. It's amazing. Go get it right now. Thanks. That's all I have to say. Last but not least, I read, this is one of my like most anticipated reads of 2019. I was so excited for this to come out. Gilded Wolves by Roshani Chokshi. I'm sorry if I butchered that. I probably did. It was very good. If you like Six of Crows, you will love this. It took me a minute to get into it. It did, but that's also because I was because I kind of spaced out the Shades of Magic series in between. Like, I would read one book, wait for the other to arrive when I ordered it, and read a book in between here, and I wasn't focused, but then when I got into it, I got into it. The ending, I can't say it. Like, I can't say it. I'll read you the synopsis. It's 1889. The city is on the cusp of industry Paris, of industry and power, and the Exposition Universelle has breathed new life into the streets and dredged up ancient secrets. Here, no one keeps tabs on dark truths better than treasure hunter and wealthy hotelier Severin Montagny-Allery. I think I said that right. Oh my god. When the elite, ever-powerful Order of Babel coerces him to help them on a mission, Severin is offered a treasure that he never imagined, his true inheritance. It was so good. I truly did enjoy it. I really loved it. I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. Feeling of family and all of the subjects that it touches on. And I love writers that are able to be diverse, and it's what I aspire to be in. She just did an amazing job with this. I loved it, and you. All of these books that I'm talking about were great. I did not read a book this month that I didn't enjoy, and it's great when I can find 9 books that didn't disappoint me in any way, really. If you're new, hi. Subscribe, leave a like if you enjoyed. Comment if you read any of these, and if you like them as much as I did. Go do something spontaneous. Go read 9 books in a month. I love you guys. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for watching. Awkward outro, but bye.